My name is Howie, and I have a problem. Actually, I have a whole list of problems, a never-ending list. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. But today, I'm taking care of it all. All right, here's the list. There's 22 separate items. The goal is to knock every single one of those off the list before the video ends. And I'm gonna put a counter right here so that we all can keep track. Let's go. So this 30-year-old table saw has a recalled on and off switch. It sticks really bad. Sticks on and it doesn't go off. You have to smash it to go off. So since I'm the second owner, it's my privilege to replace it. I went and bought a replacement switch off Amazon, but I didn't just want to slap it over the old switch. I needed to move it off to the side where it's easier for me to access, because if I put this big honking chunky new switch where the old one was, it gets in the way of the adjustment wheel. So I located it a little bit lower and it's on the support leg, but the self-tapping screws that I had weren't long enough. I had to run over to Ace and get 2 screws. It cost me like 40 cents and a trip down the road, but got it done, and I'm glad I waited like a month to do that. Speaking of mass surveillance, I needed to install a couple new security cameras. Here's a fun little side project. We had some family friends over the other day, and one of their daughters came to me with a picture she had drawn with some squiggly blue lines, and she said, "This is a bookshelf, you need to build it." So I was obligated, and she hasn't seen it yet. I put in some surprise RGB lights in the back, so hopefully she likes it. She better like it. This one wasn't really a project, more of just a crap's in my way all the time, so I just needed to get it up in the attic. This one was pretty easy. It didn't really involve me doing much work. I just let the machines take care of most of it. I did have a Craig AccuCut type of track saw, but the circular saw I was using, my little Ryobi, finally died after 8 years. So I can't really do anything with that. But luckily I had an Evolution saw that wasn't doing much. So I decided to throw up all the track saws like a good YouTube woodworker does, and these are just 3D printed, and I like orange. This is what I had lying around, so use it all up. From time to time I take this shit show on the road and I pack up my tools and I go to people's houses and they pay me money to fix things for them. And this particular case, smart move on my part, I brought the job to me. I picked up all their furniture and brought it home, where I assembled it in the AC. So, genius move. checkmate. Check out the glamour shot at the end. I think it turned out great. This one didn't require much skill at all. We have this shade canopy that goes over the pool, and in order to reach it over the center of the pool, one of these cables that holds it has to be very, 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 very long, and it falls down and gets in the yard, and the mowers hit it sometimes. So I just put a hook on the fence and wrapped it up. That was easy. Here's another little side quest, distraction, if you will. My buddy ordered an Odwalla. He ordered a water bottle, and he didn't like the white. He wanted a stainless finish, a raw look. So I have all these grinders and sanders. I might as well put them to work. So I ground off all the powder coating on there, and it was a huge pain in the butt. I got the result that I needed in the end, but it took me a lot longer than expected. And I think it looks pretty cool, but don't ask me to do it again. From time to time, people ask me to fix their pocket knives. I make knives, so naturally I'm the guy to come to. Or if they need a clean or an oil or a new spring, this and that, etc. But this one is a little more sad. My cousin passed a little while ago, and my mom had collected a couple of his pocket knives, so she wanted me to get them back into working order. So took them all apart, oiled them up, cleaned off all the rust, made sure all the springs were working, and on the brown knife, the tip was broken off. He was a carpenter, so he used these at work all the time, probably prying open paint cans and stuff, so chipped it off. I just reground the tip, sharpened it up, oiled it up, cleaned everything up, and now it works great. And I kept the black one, and the brown one goes to my mom. So we'll keep using his tools, in memory. This one pissed me off. Okay, these Govee lights, they stick on with 3M tape. And they say to clean the house and clean the surfaces before you stick them on. Duh, I'm not an idiot, right? And I did that. And every single one of these freaking lights fell off the house. I had to go back a second time and screw on these little clips that hold them on. This particular light, it fell right where the gutter hits. So I can't just screw into the gutter and ruin the brand new gutters. So I just used tape on that. Well, it fell off like every single one of the other 1,000. And so just cleaned it off again and put another piece of 3M tape on there. So we'll see how long it lasts, Govee. This one's 1,000% my fault. I put these new lights in the shop, and I just didn't put them into any studs or anything. I just screwed them into the drywall. They did have these little drywall anchors, but we all know that the things that come with the thing always suck. So then you have to go in and use the aftermarket drywall hanger things. And anyways, it was fine. Now it works. So I might need your help on this one. this didn't really come out exactly the way I had it envisioned in my head. I wanted just a panel to cover up the generator so it didn't look like there's a generator under my desk. I thought I could trick the eye by putting this board here in the middle to mimic a cabinet door, and no one's really paying too close attention to this thing, but for me it still feels a little off. But I did accomplish covering up the generator. I don't know. Let me know how you would fix it. It just feels off. Holy crap, I've never seen this many red boxes checked off before, ever, on my to-do list. We made a humongous dent in it. Unfortunately, didn't knock out every single one like I wanted to, but some of these things are related. Like, let's see, fix the dumbbell rack, paint the mirrors, clean the gym. That's all gym stuff. So those three things are basically one project in itself. So I ain't gonna worry about that. But one thing that did kind of piss me off is we actually gained 2 items that I need to add to the to-do list. We did have our annual termite inspection the other day, and he said there were 2 things that are gonna attract termites if I don't take care of them. Number 1, I am kind of a hoarder, so I like to keep wood everywhere. And I did have a pile of wood up against the house, so I need to take care of that right away. Number 2, there was a little bit of dirt that was slightly higher than the top of the foundation. It's not a big deal, but termites could potentially get into the weep holes of the brick. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a shovel and just grade that down. So let me add those to the list. I'm gonna put dig dirt and move wood. That's cool. It's a little annoying, but hey, I'll take it. So thanks for coming with me, guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next build.